You know, if I had $100 every time an internet tough guy agreed to a fight, or every time an internet tough guy said, "I'm gonna fight you IRL," that would probably be like in all reality like $500. But what's with it in internet tough guys anyway?
Patriotism is dead. There's only rebels and tyrants now.
A world ready for the righteous and the pure to inherit.
Don't believe in surrenders. No, I still got my saber, Reverend. Didn't turn it into no plowshare either.
I'm taking over this territory.
So in today's video, we are talking about, of course, Ethan Ralph, because he's such a colossal fuck up that it's kind of hard not to talk about this guy. And so here we go. This is a guy who has threatened people to fights in real life. That he wants to set up in Knoxville too. The quick history on that is originally there was supposed to be a fight between Andy Worski and Tonka Saw. And Tonka Saw didn't show up because he owes child support payments and he didn't want his name on paper to be taxed and to pay child support. That's allegedly. And of course, allegedly, there's another reason that there was a problem with the blood work. Maybe he has some kind of bloodborne illness. Who really knows? But the fact is, there's something anytime when these internet tough guys or internet badasses say, "We're gonna fight! We're gonna fight you!" Right? Or something stupid like that. Or "Oh, we're gonna set up a fight. It's gonna be this guy versus this guy." Nothing really comes of it. And when it comes to like this internet tough guy routine, anyone can say they're going to fight somebody when they know there's not going to be any carry through. I mean, my fat goblin ass could be like, "Oh, I'm going to fight these other people," because I know nothing's going to come of it. No one's going to set up an official fight. No one's going to meet up in a Wendy's parking lot or in the back of a Dairy Queen or a gas station parking lot. No one's going to do that because in reality, no one wants their face like smashed in over stupid internet bans. But there's just something, that's one thing, but this is another, and well, we're looking at these. These, of course, are all over Twitter. People sharing this, of course. Ralph Amel, this is Ethan Ralph saying, "Oh, I'll be paying a visit to Gator's hometown here soon as well." Of course, the blurred out part is his home. And at the bottom it says, "I have some flyers I'm going to post all over the place." Well, this would be one thing, right? But it's not just flyers. What Ralph is trying to do is he's trying to rile up a hate mob. He's trying to get Gator kicked out of college or fired from his work or what have you. Because that's what real men do. Real men go after people's personal lives. You know, again, it would be one thing to say, "I'm going to fight you, Gator. We're going to set up Knoxville too and we're going to fight. We're going to fight in a squared circle." That would be one thing. And to fake like you're setting up an event, to fake like you're going to a promoter, that'd be one thing. But this is a whole another level of, as what they say, bitch made. Here's another one from his Telegram saying, "Man, I sure wonder what Gator's job in college is going to think about his close friendships with all these white nationalists, appearances on their podcasts, etc. He'll turn anyone? Didn't he go to Exodus Americanus when it was on TRS? Oof. Glad it's not me." So, one thing Ethan Ralph fails to realize here, when you start going after people's personal lives, so when you send enough shit out the universe and it blows back in your direction, you can't complain because you were the one that put it out there. You were the one that started it. You were the one that sent that crap out there in the first place. So, Ethan Ralph's history of doxing and offsite abuse is coming back on him. Now, this is a warning. Not like Ethan Ralph would come across this, but here, this is a warning. And I'm not advocating for any of this. I'm just saying, once you start screwing with people's personal lives, and if you hurt someone bad enough, they'll come back and hurt you. Now, Ethan Ralph really thinks he's doing something on Gator if he does, in fact, put up flyers and makes these threats and tries to generate a hate mob against Gator. It's just as worse in Ethan's situation because Ethan Ralph's whole existence is his stupid Killstream show, or Tequila Sunrise, whatever the fuck he's calling it. His sole existence and income is through the internet, right? So if Ethan Ralph is doing this life ruination or in real life harassment, gee, I wonder what someone could do to really drop kick Ethan's gunt. Gee, I wonder what people could do to really get back at him. See, Ethan Ralph thinks he's like this tough capo badass. He thinks he's this kingpin, trying to, and I hope he doesn't orchestrate this crap against Gator, because again, it's going to come back on him. And when you start messing with people's personal lives, that's when shit gets violent. That's when shit gets really bad. And knowing the fact that Gator could just as easily find out where Ethan Ralph lives, and easily find out Ethan Ralph's ISP, it would be easy to shut down Ethan Ralph's sole income. Like, easy. That quick, that easy. And, I don't know. Ethan Ralph should dial back his assholery just a smidge. At the end of the day, the internet is just bounce. But then again, this is a person who doesn't have common sense. His brain does not function properly. That's why he has to resort to doing an internet kill stream or Tequila Sunrise, whatever the shit stupid show he does, for income. He's a literal, like, reptile brain. And if he doesn't realize that people can fuck with him, and if he thought it was bad now, wait till something bad happens to Gator, or if Ethan Ralph does do something and something happens, he better be prepared for all that shit he's sending out there in the universe to come back on him. And again, it already has for the sins of his past, and if he continues with this, it's going to come back and harsher and harder, because people are going to realize and counterbalance the shenanigans. But Ethan Ralph is this big persona that he thinks he's untouchable, and he thinks he can just screw with people's lives who dare slide him in any shape, way, or form. And again, I'm not condoning doxing, I'm not condoning people doing shit with ISP, I'm not condoning anything of this nature, but I'm saying, as a warning to Ralph, we better not hear any complaining when whatever you do, shenanigans in IRL or off-site or what have you, comes back on you. You better not say a word, because you're stepping into a whole world of shit. And a whole world of shit with Anons and Kiwi farmers that could be really bad. But then again, Ethan Ralph is the kind of person who throws caution to the wind and doesn't care because he's a Ralph Merrill, he doesn't give a fuck. And to wrap this up, there's something about these internet tough guys. There's quite a few of them on this platform, and they like to play like these big tough guys. I think Tonka Saw has even said, yeah, I'll fight someone. But then again, we have to remember, at the end of the day, it's easy to agree to a fight. That's not going to happen. And it's easy to agree to a fight that no one's going to, like, follow through on. So whether it's Ethan Ralph, Tonka Saw, or literally anyone else on the internet, these people are never going to carry out their threats. And again, in Ethan Ralph's case, he has to resort to hanging up flyers and like, daring to snitch on Gator for being on podcasts or having podcasts or guests on his show that were maybe white nationalists or what have you. They were guests on his show. That doesn't mean he condones it or aligns with it. Now, again, I'm not Gator defending here, but yeah, that's Ethan Ralph's world. And he's such a coward that he's going to try to mobilize other people to do his bidding for him, because he's like Jabba the Hutt. He's like that slug. If you see Jabba the Hutt can't do shit because he's a fat, hermaphroditic, like, alien. And you see his arms. Jabba the Hutt can't work a blaster effectively. So what does Jabba the Hutt do in context of Star Wars? Hires out hitmen or gets other people to carry out his will because Jabba the Hutt's kind of a bitch. So in correlation with that, there you go. And for someone to even, like, this is cowardice. Like, it's not like, meet me at a Wendy's parking lot, or it's not like a vague threat of saying, we're going to have at it in the streets. This is like whole nother levels of just cowardice. But then again, that's Ralpha. That's real Ralpha male energy there. Yeah. Trying to put up flyers. Really. Anyways, hopefully you found this interesting, enjoyable, thought-provoking. But yeah, boy, if I only had $1 for every internet tough guy out there, I could at least have some nice spending money. Yeah, and that's just my warranty, Ethan Ralph. If you go down this path, be prepared for it to have to walk you, and be prepared for the shit you send out to